So I just had a thought of I'm just going to make a super quick video, and it's about being really curious when you're in a shitty headspace and the power in being curious. In my journey, I felt like it was really helpful to get really curious for a whole bunch of reasons. So I thought I'd just really quickly point them out to you because I'm like, this could really help somebody. So the first thing that I found with getting really curious as to why I felt like I was kind of stuck and in a rut was that me kind of looking into this headspace and why I was feeling this way, it kind of gives you a different perspective on the situation rather than being stuck in your head. Suddenly, by being curious around that headspace or around that feeling, you start to put a bit of space between you as a person and that place and that stuff. You just start to do that unconsciously, and if you can do that consciously and go, hang on, wait, so that feeling is not me, and I could actually, like, if you could lift it out of your head and put it over there, so there's me and there's that. I need to look into this, and you can get really curious about that place. But yeah, just that initial curiosity is going, wait, why am I feeling like this? Why? What's happened? Why did that person speak to me like that? Or why did it make me feel shit? Why? And just doing it in a really objective way, and try and step out of that kind of aggression or that frustration and that kind of thing, and just kind of start looking at it. And then from that, the next thing I really wanted to talk about was me being really curious as to why I was in that place led me to being curious about what the solutions could be for me. So I started to just play around with all these different kind of, trends that were going on that are going on in the world, but it was actually really fun, and each thing that I did really taught me something else. So yeah, whether it was downloading the Headspace app and using Headspace, writing down 3 things that I'm grateful for, kinesiology, acupuncture, getting a coach, starting to YouTube clips about this kind of stuff and about why we feel the way that we feel and why we feel so trapped. And yeah, it just became like a bit of a game to me, and really interesting, just being really curious and asking all these questions and trying all these different things, and the package of that just started to help me let go of so much stuff. So that was another element to it. And then the third part about being really curious is that the problem is that your knowing of stuff can actually get in the way. You get stuck in what you know, and in this place, particularly if you're feeling really low, it's an amazing opportunity to start figuring out what you don't know. Start getting really curious about the stuff that you don't know. There's a whole world out there. There are all of these perspectives written in all of these amazing books, or just like spoken in YouTube clips, or through coaches, or so it's just like, start getting really curious about what other perspectives there are, what other information is there out in the world, and the more you do this, there's just like this endless sense of wonder, and there's just something really beautiful about the world that comes out in that when you get really curious and about all the perspectives and all the stuff that you don't know. Talk to other friends about it. You don't have to agree with what they say, but just other perspective and conversations, and it could be just one book that you read, or one YouTube clip, or it could be that one conversation, and suddenly your whole perspective will shift. So just start having those conversations, those thoughts, those questions around what don't you know. Something amazing about that. So anyway, curiosity, it can get you out of that place, out of that low point for so many reasons, and they're just kind of 3 chunks. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you in my next video, and like and subscribe down below. Do it.